The most popular size for TVs is slowly becoming the 65-inch screen size. They're a great choice for most living rooms and have a big enough screen to deliver an immersive experience. Although they used to be expensive, you can now get the best 65-inch 4000 TV for your needs in every price range, as there's a wide selection of models to choose from. Here are our recommendations for the 5 best 65-inch TVs you can buy. Number 5. If you want something cheap but still want high-end features and great performance, a mid-range TV like the LG OLED 65B3 CEPUA, otherwise known as the LG B3 OLED, is an excellent choice. It's a great mid-range TV and can be an excellent entry point into the OLED market. The TV has all the features of the more expensive LG C3 OLED, but the B3 is dimmer and has only 2 HDMI 2.1 bandwidth ports. It still delivers outstanding picture quality, especially in a dark room, with its near-infinite contrast ratio delivering deep, inky blacks with no distracting blooming. Its built-in WebOS platform is just as fast on this lower-tier model, and it still has very good image processing, so it has no issues upscaling lower-resolution content if you watch DVDs, cable boxes, or Blu-rays. It also has Dolby Vision HDR and supports DTS advanced audio formats, which is great for physical media as it tends to use DTS for their audio tracks. Its viewing angle is fantastic, so viewers can watch the TV from all over the room without degrading their viewing experience. Like the C3, this TV has a wide color gamut and is extremely accurate without any calibration, so movies look as the content creator intended. This TV is also great for gaming, as it's compatible with every VRR technology, has a fantastic response time, and has an extremely low input lag. Its 2 HDMI 2.1 ports have up to 4000 at 120 Hz support. Although unfortunately, like on the Sony X9 IIIL, one of its HDMI 2.1 ports also doubles as the TV's ERC port, leaving you with only one high-speed port if you have a soundbar connected through ERC. Number 4. LG OLED 65C CEPUA. If you want a good home entertainment OLED TV, check out one of the best upper mid-range TVs, the LG OLED 65C3. It's a premium TV with perfect blacks that delivers stunning picture quality, especially in dark rooms, and thanks to its near-infinite contrast ratio, there's no blooming around bright objects. Its reflection handling is incredible, and it gets bright enough to fight glare in moderately lit rooms. But it's not bright enough to overcome glare in a well-lit room. However, the LG TV partly makes up for it by being more versatile, as it has better image processing, Dolby Vision HDR support, Dolby Vision gaming at 120 Hz, and can pass through advanced DTS audio formats. It's also a great TV for gamers, supporting all variable refresh rate VRR technologies for a nearly tear-free gaming experience from any VRR-enabled source. Its 4 HDMI ports have HDMI 2.1 bandwidth for 4000 at 120 Hz gaming from a recent console or gaming PC. Ultimately, you can't beat an OLED if you use your TV mostly in a dark room. If you love this TV but wish it were more vibrant, consider the more expensive LG G3 OLED. The G3 is one of the brightest OLEDs on the market and is certainly brighter than the C3, but the price difference is not worth it for most people. Number 3. Sony XR65X9 IIIL. If you prefer an LED TV, consider the Sony XR65X9 IIIL. With its excellent reflection handling, you won't have issues using it in a well-lit room, even with bright lights. If you prefer using it in a dark room, it still has an amazing contrast ratio and its mini LED backlighting provides a good local dimming feature that further deepens blacks. It also supports Dolby Vision HDR and advanced DTS audio formats for an optimal home theater experience. It has great motion handling that makes fast-moving content look smooth. Plus, the TV has no issues upscaling lower-resolution content, which is ideal for watching content from a cable box. It has a great selection of extra features, and gamers will appreciate its low input lag and HDMI 2.1 bandwidth for 4000 at 120 Hz gaming. Unfortunately, like the A95L, has only two HDMI 2.1 ports. One of them being the ERC port, so this requires some planning if you have multiple HDMI 2.1 devices. It supports HDMI 4M VRR and GSYNC, so VRR works with any source. It's available in three sizes, from a 65-inch size to a huge 85-inch model, and all sizes deliver incredible picture quality. For those with deep pockets, the Sony X95L is the best LED TV on the market, but is only available in an 85-inch size in North America. Number 2. Sony X65A95L. If you want the best possible home theater experience, the Sony XR65A95L is the best 65-inch TV you can get. While it uses a QD-OLED panel like the Samsung model, it has much better image processing, and its colors and brightness are more accurate overall, so it displays content the way its creator intended. It also supports Dolby Vision HDR, a more widely used dynamic HDR format than Samsung's HDR10+. If you like to game, it's also a fantastic gaming TV. With HDMI 2.1 bandwidth on two of its HDMI ports, VRR support, and very low input lag, even though it's a bit higher than on the Samsung. Unfortunately, one of its HDMI 2.1 ports is also the EARC port, so you'll need to work around that if you have multiple HDMI 2.1 devices. If you want to enhance your home theater setup with a surround sound system, you'll also be happy to know it supports audio pass-through for all common formats. It runs the Google TV interface with a sleek look and an easy-to-use menu. It has a massive selection of streaming apps, and the TV's built-in mic supports hands-free voice control, so you can easily find your favorite streaming shows, even when you can't find the remote. If you want a Sony TV for the best home theater experience, but find the A95L too expensive, consider the Sony A80L A80CL OLED. It's a step down in overall brightness and color vibrancy. Due to its OLED panel, however, it's still an amazing TV, with great processing and advanced audio and video format support. Number 1. Samsung QN65S 90CA FXEA. The best 65-inch TV we've tested is the Samsung QN65S 90CA FXEA, commonly known as the S90C. It's an impressive TV that delivers fantastic picture quality and looks amazing with any content. Its QD-OLED panel provides a perfect contrast ratio, with no distracting blooming around bright objects, and its colors are incredibly vibrant and realistic. It gets extremely bright, so highlights in HDR stand out well. And with its fantastic reflection handling, it can easily overcome glare in a bright room. Unfortunately, it doesn't support Dolby Vision HDR. It instead supports HDR10 plus a similar, albeit not as widespread HDR format. Otherwise, it's a fantastic TV with a great selection of extra features. It supports Bixby and Amazon's Alexa voice assistants, and its Tizen operating system is fast and easy to use. It's a fantastic TV for console gamers looking to get the most out of their Xbox Series 10 or PS5. It's also perfect for gamers wanting to take advantage of their recent PC GPU, as it supports 4000 at 140 Hz gaming on all 4 HDMI ports and variable refresh rate VRR technology to help reduce screen tearing.
At 144
if you're
Hz.
looking for something
While the
even
sound
better,
isn't the best
the Samsung
of whatever,
S9
have to do
5C OLED
adjustments
is
if you
Samsung's
want your game mode to
2023
be
flagship
accurate.
option
So,
and is an
following a settings
amazing
guide
TV.
video, though,